Hello and welcome back to Zine-ing 101 in the Hillyer Art Library. Today we're going to be talking about formatting and printing zines. Before you can even start printing, you have to locate your printer and your copier. You're going to need a printer and some sort of scanner copier. Usually you can do these all on one device. We're at a university, so we have a ton of printers all over campus. You can always look on the Smith College Library's website and figure out what devices exist in what locations. If you haven't made your zine already, this is the part where you would draw it. I make mine by hand, but you can do it digitally, you can use programs, you can do whatever you want. Keep in mind that your number of pages, including the covers, needs to be a multiple of 4, otherwise you're going to have blank pages in your zine. And draw straight through. Just don't do it in any special order, just page by page, draw your zine however makes you happiest. We're going to cut it up and print it and format it in a sec, so don't worry about that yet. In order to protect your master copy, that's the copy you drew or made first, you're going to print out a duplicate so that we can format. Just go into a printer, hit Access Device, and once you're in, you can move to the Copy function. Now that you're in here, you can just keep it in that 1:1 simplex, black and white, or make sure it's color if your zine is in color. Mine's not. And once you're ready, make sure your number of copies is set to 1 and hit that start button, that green button on the side. Collect your copy from the printer, taking extra care to make sure that you didn't leave your originals in that copy machine. Then take it to a pair of scissors or a paper cutter. I'm just using scissors right now because I forgot that the paper cutter existed, and cut out each individual page. Right now, I'm just numbering each page before I cut them apart so I don't lose track of my order, but if you trust yourself and know the order of your zine, you might not feel that there's a need to do this. Here I take blank white or scrap paper and fold it into quarters so that I know exactly where I'm going to place each page of my zine once it's properly formatted. Next, I number or mark the pages according to a template that'll be on screen. This is a template that I'm using to make this 10-page 2-cover zine, so 12 sides total. Keep in mind that you can do this for as many pages as you want. You just need to think about the way that they'll fold. It's sort of a back to front, front to back style. The first page of your zine will be on the back of the front cover, and the last page of your zine will be on the back of the back cover, and they sort of move down and up until they meet at a spread in the middle where the 2 pages are actually together. It seems pretty confusing, but when you're actually folding the paper and you have it in front of you, you can check the sides and think about how they'll line up together. You can see me doing this with the 4 and the 5. And like the 7 counting down from that 8, because that's where the seam of the zine will go together. Take your time to think through the formatting of the zine. It can be a little tricky at first, but it'll start to make more and more sense the more times you do it and the more zines you make. What we're creating here is called a master flat, and that's the flat that we will copy and print over and over to make more copies of this zine. You just take those cutouts that you have from the first copy and paste them onto the correctly numbered page so that everything corresponds where it's meant to go. It seems like a wonky order, but it'll actually make more sense once the zine is cut out, printed, and bound. Once your master flat is done, head back to your printer and again select Access Device. Now click the copy function yet again, and this time go into that 2-sided setting and select 2:2 duplex. This will make sure that it both scans and prints double-sided. Then make sure that your color settings are correct, and then I suggest printing a test copy just to make sure everything's in order before you print like 50 copies of your zine or something crazy, only to realize that they are not properly formatted and you've done something wrong along the way. Collect your finished zine from the printer and take it to either a pair of scissors or a paper cutter to cut it into horizontal 2-page spreads. All that's left to do is fold your zine into the proper formatting and place them all within each other into your perfect little booklet, and then you can staple it or thread bind it or whatever binding suits your preference. We have some specialized staplers at Hillyer, this one specifically for pamphlets, and I absolutely love it for zines. Then you should have your booklet and you're all set.